Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of the Everton Project. Today we have our Season 1 review and the first proper transfer special of the series as we look to build our squad towards Season 2, where of course we should be with some European football. We should be hopefully pushing on a little bit and getting ourselves into the top 6. I mean, that's going to be my personal target for next season after such a successful Season 1. And obviously we're on a time limit with the early access period. I do think this save will go on. I know a lot of people are disappointed that this is just a very short-term save. I think it will go on for a little bit after the full release, obviously run concurrently with our main series, which is with South Shields. Really looking forward to that series. Non-league to Champions League. It's going to be amazing. And hopefully you guys will join me for that. And I really want to put together something special in terms of the whole package of that, the story, the narrative, all of that good stuff. So do make sure you keep an eye out for when that drops. But thank you for all of the support on the series so far. Do give it a big thumbs up down below if you are enjoying, and hop on board for Season 2. Why not? Let's have a look at our season review for last year. So for this part of the video, I'll get rid of my ugly mug and we will have a look. So Meslier was signing of the season, apparently, which, you know, a lot of you guys were very critical about that sign. Obviously 40 million pretty much for a backup goalkeeper, but he did come in and started the last few games, played very, very well, and could be seen as one of the reasons why we succeeded in those last few matches. Of course, Beto was terrific as well. 25 goals from 30 starts, 2 assists from him. He is going to be somebody that is attracting interest this summer, I would imagine. Fabio Vieira, terrific loan signing. Would love to bring him on a permanent basis. Same for Jack Harrison, who had 6 goals, 13 assists. Harry Maguire came in, was very solid at the back over the last few matches. Dan Juma was awesome, 6 goals and 10 assists. Sergio Cameo started off brilliantly, 6 goals and an assist. Didn't play too much in the second half of the season after running out of form, really. Our first big signing was John McGinn, of course, £19 million. Got 3 goals and 7 assists over the season. Jesse Lingard joined, had an okay start. He will be leaving over the summer. Pablo Maya, one for the future, 10.75 million, made 3 starts and 5 substitute appearances. Will make a lot more appearances next year. And Marcos Leonardo, 15.5 million. Again, looks like a player that can do the business. Demarai Gray has had a wonderful time over in Saudi Arabia, as has Jean-Philippe Gababiman. Andre Gomez has done well as well. Moise Keane went to Juventus and had a good season for them. Dele Alli did all right. Idrissa Gana Gueye had a decent end to the season as well. Papa Cisse, unfortunately, although he scored 3 goals and got an assist, a 5.44 average rating. How bad must he have been playing to get an average rating of that? I'd love to actually see that. Can we see his form? I don't think so. But did score 3 goals. What a weird scenario. Right. Loans out. Let's see who's coming back to us. Mason Holgate, of course, went to Southampton. Did okay. Neil Maupay. Didn't play too much for Brentford, but did score 3 goals in 2 starts. So it comes back in as a little bit of a backup player. But there's our season in general. We had obviously a massive blip in the middle, but a very good end to the season, meaning that we finished in 8th place overall, just a point off 7th place Manchester United, and actually only 10 points off possibly qualifying for the Champions League, depending on if they give it to the first 5 slots. Burnley, Crystal Palace and Sheffield United going down this season. FA Cup obviously went out to Manchester City in the 3rd round and lost to Brentford in the Carabao Cup. That was a real shame that one. Pretty much a full stadium the whole way through. Okay, moments to remember then. Biggest win was a 4-0 turnover of Burnley, which of course we watched on camera, with Calvert-Lewin getting 2 and Onana and Keane scoring. Match to remember was the 3-2 turnover of West Ham United back in August, which was that a match we showed on cameras? Was that our first one in charge? I think it was, wasn't it? Was it against West Ham? I think it was. Goal of the season. Yeah, it was, because Lewis Dobbin. Yeah, I remember that. Goal of the season was James Garner against Brentford. It was a terrific goal, that one. Okay, then, looking at the finances, club reputation stays where it is in terms of the shirts sold. Beto sold the most, Calvert-Lewin, McGinn, Maguire and Lingard were the others. Anyway, this is our best 11 for the season. Jordan Pickford in goal with Patterson, Tarkowski, Maguire and Branthwaite. Garner, McGinn and Vieira in the middle of the park, and Harrison and Danjuma starting wide of Beto up top. Okay, apparently we had 12 caps and 4 international goals in our illustrious career before we retired. Some of the club awards: Fans Player of the Season went to Beto, Young Player of the Season went to James Garner, Signing of the Season went to Beto, Goal of the Season, James Garner. Top goal scorer was Beto. Most assists, Harrison. Most player of the match is Beto. Highest average rating, Beto. Most passes completed per 90 minutes was Michael Keane. Record breakers, of course, plenty of them in this first season of the save, of course. But Idrissa Gana did break the oldest ever goal scorer record. Okay, history in the making. Once Everton got rolling in the latter portion of the season, it looked hard to stop them. That spell of football to close out the season was the making of Everton. Nobody else had a chance. And there's our manager timeline. Okay, all looking rather good. Right, let's have a little look then. There's our season review. We're happy with that. There's the supporter profile. Seasonal performances. Okay. What do they want us to do? Long-term vision. Have we got any new budgets here? It doesn't look like it, does it? Don't think so. All right. So, end of next season, they want us to finish in mid-table, then finish in the top half. So, again, it's pretty much exactly the same. I don't think there's anything new in there. So, I'm quite happy to just accept that current vision. Squad dynamics is looking good. End of season team meeting. Thank you all for coming. Raise hands. Let's say top half again. That would be brilliant. Okay. Thank you again. There we go. Perfect. Everybody leaving on a high. There's our new season report. All right, we will continue on just to see if we get our budget. Okay, it's looking like... oh, here we go. Beto set for a move to Tottenham, apparently. Let's deny that straight away. He's going nowhere. End of discussion. And hopefully he will go nowhere. I would like to see our budget before we continue. Have we had it through yet? It doesn't look like it, does it? I mean, they seem to say... it's going to be 26.5 million, but that's never to be truly trusted. I would like it by June the 1st, because I'd like to start looking at some free transfers, potentially. Initial budgets. Okay. Let us see. Okay, so we've got 57 million to cover the debt. Is this going to be a decent budget? Let's find out. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so we've got 2.1 million per week in the wage budget, transfer budget of £49 million. That's so much more money than we've had this season to work with. So let's just shove a little bit into the wage budget. So we've got about 35 million to spend. We can, of course, look at free transfers as well. But where do we want to improve? That's a big question for me. If we have a little look at the squad planner, if we go into depth, obviously goalkeeping wise, I want to take them out of there. You know, we've got Pickford and Meslier. That's pretty good. Right back position, Godfrey's not going to play there. We've basically got Patterson that can play there. Possibly Holgate when he comes back. In terms of centre-backs, we're not going to be playing Jared Branthwaite there. Centre-back, we're looking fairly good. Left-back, we have Michaelenko and Branthwaite. We are going to be playing Branthwaite there more often than not. He's had a good season there. Defensive midfielder, yeah, we have a fair few players. Let's just pop that into the 4-3-3. As this, oh my god, this is really annoying that you have to go back and do all of this. I bet you there was a way to do that as well. But yeah, Mason Holgate is going to be an interesting one to look at. Okay, defensive mid, we're in an okay position. Midfield, I feel like we're okay as well. On the right wing, I don't really want Jesse Lingard. I don't think McGinn's going to be playing there. Lewis Dobbin is a possibility. David Martinez will be coming in and will be a little bit of backup. Yeah, I don't want John McGinn there. Up front, Calvert-Lewin and Beto. McNeil's not going to play there. Maupay might. Yeah, Marcus Leonardo. So, you know, we probably want another decent striker. Definitely want a new right winger. That's a dead cert. Probably a new left winger. So 2 new wingers would be good. And maybe a new right back to go along with Nathan Patterson. I think other than that, we're in a pretty good place. So that's where we're going to be focusing on. And I'll see you guys if we do make any purchases. Okay, first sign of the summer then, and it's not in a position that we want to, or necessarily wanted to strengthen, but couldn't really turn this down. Tyrone Mings, who, you know, I think is a very good player, is available on a free transfer, will join us on a free on the 1st of July. I thought that was a very shrewd signing, actually, to increase our depth in defence. So Tyrone Mings will be joining us. I did half consider it. He hasn't really played for Aston Villa this season, but comes in just behind Harry Maguire as our best central defender. If he can come in and, you know, maybe we can offload Michael Keane, that would be preferable. I mean, Michael Keane is 31 years old. He's on a much higher salary. Maybe now is the time to move him on. And replace him with Tyrone. But yeah, very interesting nonetheless. But first signing in the bag, we have got another couple of deals in motion. Emile Smith-Rowe is one of those. I think he'd be a perfect replacement for the likes of Dan Juma and Jack Harrison, who are of course leaving us. He's 23 years old. I think he would be an awesome signing. David Martinez, who of course is joining us. Who was the other one? Yes, Gaius Makuta, 26-year-old Congolese defensive midfielder. He's coming from a Portuguese Premier League side. Looks pretty good, actually, and again, on a free transfer. We'll be having a look at trying to get somebody else in as well. Now, who's this guy? Yeah, he's nothing to do with me. Okay, that's all looking fine then. It was Zaragoza, I think, was the guy I was looking at. Where is he? If we go into our shortlist, where is Brian Zaragoza, who we did have a deal in place with in January. I will try and get him. He wants 100 grand a week is my only reservation on him. He's 23 years old. That would be a big commitment for us, but it might be too good an opportunity to turn down. Okay, we got our man, the next summer signing, Brian Zaragoza from Girona, I think it was, or Granada it was. £12 million, absolute bargain signing, I have to say. Managed to get him down to £94,000 per week, but he's got some excellent attributes, can play on the right or the left. He's going to be a real handful, I think, in the Premier League going forward. He's only 23 years old, so will improve. Could become an absolute world beater, in my opinion, and certainly somebody that can make us a lot of money in profit if we decide to go down that route. More signings incoming. Well, another unexpected signing, Anthony Martial, is available on a free transfer. We discussed with Manchester United. We brought him in. Again, I was a little bit hesitant, but I looked at last season. He scored 13 goals for Manchester United. So I think that is a perfect signing for us to bring in on a free transfer. He's only 28 years old. What's the worst that can happen? You know, if he comes in and there's a bit of a flop, hey ho. But if a Saudi team comes in, offers 60 million for Calvert-Lewin, bye-bye, Dominic. And, we've got ourselves a really good backup striker for free. Can also play on the left or the right as well. Perfect signing. Don't know why that cut out there, but there you go. Spoiled me moment anyway. Our first wonder kid of FM24, everybody. Rooney Bargi is going to be coming in for 9.5 million from FC Copenhagen. Really, really excited to have him in. He's got some really excellent attributes: good dribbling, good natural fitness, good agility, good technique, good determination. Should be a guy that reaches his full potential. Already 3-star ability, of course, 5-star potential, because he is a wonder kid, and he could absolutely tear up the Premier League this year. He's only 18 years old, already a Swedish under-21 international. I think this guy is going to be fantastic. What a find he is, and another signing potentially coming in. I haven't fully decided yet. It would be pretty much the rest of our transfer budget, but somebody the assistant manager put in an offer for, but it says useful backup to the first team. I'm not convinced actually, so I think I'm going to cancel that deal, because that's £15 million. That's a decent chunk of what we have left to spend. We're going to just move that over slightly, so we've got about 12 million left. Obviously, 1st of July means all the free agents become available. But so far, we've had a very good transfer window. Tyrone Mings and Anthony Martial have now joined. I mean, Mings is now a 3.5-star player, so he's come in even better than we thought. Michael Keane has left us. He went to Leicester for £6.5 million, I think it was. Martial comes in and he looks pretty good as well. 3-star ability, about the same level as Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but we know he's actually going to be able to score, which is fantastic. If we head back in, obviously Emile Smith-Rowe has joined as well, £31 million. We managed to sign him for already a very, very good player, 3.5-star ability, 4-star potential, already worth up to £60 million. I'm really, really excited about this, actually. I think we've recruited well, and I think we're in the right zone of players and depth and age of players that we've brought in. Plenty of English talent as well, which is fantastic to see. And yeah, it could be a really exciting year at Everton, depending on how these signings go. Well, this is an interesting one. 1st of July, Bobby Firmino is available on a free transfer. We offered him a trial to see if he would be interested. Obviously, he's been playing in Saudi Arabia the last year. I mean, what a story that would be. Bobby Firmino making the journey to play for the big rivals of Liverpool, who he graced for so many years. But how much money is he going to want realistically? You know, that's what we have to ask. So let's say 240k. It's just, there's just no way we can afford that. Let's have a little look at what we can do here. But I'm guessing it's going to be virtually a no-go. Let's try 150k. If we can maybe offer some good perks, decent goal bonus, perhaps. You know, maybe he'll think about it. And I mean, I don't really want to be offering that much. 180,000 now. 200's last offer, really. Nah, doesn't want it. Yeah, I'm not, he's 32 years old. I just cannot justify that amount of money, but would have been a fun one anyway. Okay, another sign-in then. Josip Stanisic has come in from Bayern Munich. He's a 24-year-old Croatian right-back, can also play at centre-back and left-back. Just gives us a little bit of depth in that position. 3-star ability, 3.5-star potential. He's coming in for just the £4.6 million, which I think is a good deal. And hopefully, you know, he can come in, provide that backup. Maybe we even look to move on Ben Godfrey, somebody like that, because, you know, he's not really good enough, but on £65,000 a week and worth over £10 million. So it could really be an interesting one to get rid of Ben Godfrey. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is our English players quota. We need to have 8, of course. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can afford to get rid of a couple of them. But if Calvert-Lewin was to go, we'd have to maybe think about it a little bit more carefully. Okay, and another sign-in. Ruben Sanchez is coming in from Espanyol, 23-year-old Spanish right-back. Again, just filling out some depth in those positions. Already 3-star ability, is going to be a decent Premier League sign-in. Had a great year for Mirandes last year. So he's coming in for just the £4.6 million as well. So very, very happy to bring him into the setup. And hopefully now we're really building out that depth of our defence, and it should be a really good place to be in. If we look at our transfer budget, still got £10 million in there, and we've got £23,000 more in the wage budget. So, you know, we can probably stretch to what's that going to be? What we currently on? So our current budget. Hang on. What's our current budget? So we could stretch to giving somebody £200,000 a week if we wanted to get a free transfer in. So maybe Bobby Firmino isn't the worst idea, actually, and maybe try and get rid of one of our strikers, maybe Calvert-Lewin. Okay, one final bit of business before the start of the season, and that is Harvey Barnes coming in on loan. I think that's a really good signing, actually, good solid signing. Gets our English quota up as well, meaning we can be a little bit more relaxed about selling some of the others. He's going to be a bit of a squad player. We've got an option of signing him for £30 million at any time during the loan spell, and you know, he comes in, he's going to be up there with Zaragoza, Smith Rowe. It just really bulks out the squad, and I think we've lost Harrison, we've lost Danjuma, but we've brought in some real quality, you know, and homegrown quality as well. So I'm really, really happy with that. Hopefully Harvey Barnes will be a good addition, but yeah, barring any other little bits of business, I'll see you for our team selection for the first game of the season, which will be against Chelsea. Okay then, so there is our team lineup for the first match of the season. We are going to have Meslier starting in goal because Pickford is going to be out for 3 weeks. We've then got Patterson, Mings, Maguire and Branthwaite in a very familiar looking defence. Anana is going to be our defensive midfielder, with Garner preferred to move forward a little bit after his excellent end to last season. John McGinn will support in the middle. Bargy and Smith Rowe will be our wingers, and Anthony Martial is leading the line because we have some big injuries ready to go for Calvert-Lewin and Beto. Hopefully they'll be back in the next couple of weeks. Leonardo is away at the Olympics as well with Brazil. And David Martinez is injured. So quite a few injury issues at the start of this season. It'll be very interesting to see how we get on, but all of that will be starting tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed that episode, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.